So the question is there any restriction with regard to turnover for getting the shares of a company listed on a stock exchange or stock market? Now, remember, globally, there are stock exchanges all over the world. So, almost all the geographies, all the countries will have their local stock markets. And all the stock exchanges, so remember, there are three things that we need to remember. The three things that we need to remember as regards the listing of a company's share. The three things are: number one is the Local Companies Act. So, America, Europe, India, Africa, everywhere, all the countries will have their Local Companies Act. So, the requirements of getting shares of a company listed on a stock exchange will be specified in the Companies Act. That is number one. So, those requirements need to be taken care of. Number two, there are regulators all over the globe. So in America, it is SEC, Securities Exchange Commission of India. In India, it is SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. And likewise, all over the globe, there are securities market regulators. So they also bring out their own requirements that a company has to fulfill before it can get its shares listed on a stock exchange. Thirdly, even the stock exchanges also will specify the certain requirements that the companies will need to fulfill to get their shares listed on a particular stock exchange. So these are the requirements specified by the Companies Act, by the regulator, and by the stock exchange. So now, as far as the as far as the turnover is concerned, there is no such minimum or maximum requirement of turnover for the listing. Nowhere. Your turnover can be anything. What can certainly be required? Number one, in your company, public must be substantially interested. So a private limited company cannot get its stocks listed on a stock exchange because it is a private limited company. So that's number one. So turnover, it can be anything. There is no any limitation as such as to how much should be. What the stock exchanges or the regulators or the Companies Act of the respective countries will specify as to what is the minimum share capital this company should have, what is the minimum net worth this company should have, and how much of it has to be available with the public. So these parameters will be required, not the turnover. I hope that answers your question.